So Allie, you are, can you like just, first question I guess you can answer is just what is TEEM exactly?
Yeah, so you kind of hit our mission statement
Yeah.
there, but we are a nonprofit in Oklahoma City dedicated to breaking cycles of incarceration and poverty through personal development, work readiness training, and education.
Yeah.
We have programs that will hit a person no matter where they are through the criminal legal system. So
Okay.
whether they're just now going into jail or they're coming out of prison or they're sentenced to some sort of a diversion court, there we have a program that can meet them where they're at to help them change their life around and become active working members of society again.
Right. Yeah, I think that's really important. And just from, I don't know any personal stories or people like in that situation, but you can imagine, you hear about it all the time, and it's definitely something that's needed. So it's really cool to hear about.
Definitely.
Why did you feel it's important or necessary, and what made you get interested in it? Was there anything?
Yeah, so I actually grew up with a father with alcoholism. And now, well, we never really touched the prison system or
Right.
anything like that. He finally got sober my freshman year of high school, and seeing that shift and that change and just the human he became and
Right.
overall father he became, and made me recognize like how people can change, but also like how easy it is to get yourself stuck in that circumstance that and wound up where you are. So just kind of put a lot of things into perspective for me. And then when my dad was sober, he started volunteering in prisons and kind of got me involved in that. So right when I turned 18, which is like the age you have to be a prison volunteer, I got badged and I started going in, and I fell in love with it. And just all of the people that are incarcerated, all their talent and just the love, and it's just incredible.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, it's really cool to see, and just because I imagine most people that are, or when you said that like, your dad, like, usually whenever people like overcome something like that, then they realize like, oh, now they know how, so they have to teach other people and help other people, kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I think that you see that a lot, and I think that's really great. Because there is so many people. I mean, everybody in prison, everyone's just, we're all the same. We all have the same amount of creativity and, like I said, art and music that we can offer the world. But then, you get caught up in whatever it is, drugs, alcohol, and you get stuck into a system that, definitely makes it hard to even get clean and sober and stuff like that.
Yeah, and something you just said is honestly the reason why I do it, and it's just such an incredible thing to see. It's the domino effect.
Yeah.
Where if you help one, that one is going to go out and help 5, and then those 5 are going to go out and help 10.
Yeah.
And so it just grows.
Yeah,
I
hadn't really thought about it like that, but that is really...
Yeah, it is. You just have to reach one.
Yeah, it's a good way to think about it too, and I'm sure to keep yourself going and like motivated to keep doing it and stuff like that, because that's really, you got to think about that, and it's gonna. I like that a lot. So are there? You had one of my questions was about like any success stories that you've seen. Obviously, you talked about with your dad, and I'm sure there's more. Any kind of anything in particular that comes to mind about like what you've seen so far, or even before you joined TEEM?
I've seen so many success stories. So when I first started at TEEM, I was actually a case manager, so I had just success stories just there.
Right.
And I'm not going to say names or anything,
Right,
but just one participant in particular, he got out and he was just adamant about the program at first, but of course he signed off. I mean, we're getting him out of jail. Like, come on, get me out. But then whenever he starts reading the conditions, he's like, oh man, like what'd I get myself into? But he was willing. He didn't look at it like, this is just another thing, but he took it as like, hey, I want to change. And then he immediately got employed, which being in the criminal legal system, that is one of the toughest things, is employment and housing. Immediately was able to get stable in all of that, and just completely turned his life around, and they completely dismissed his case. And we see that more often than not, really, with what we're doing and how the program works. It's really changing lives.
That's awesome. Like, completely dismissed. Like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Completely. That
Can't beat
happens.
that.
It happens
Yeah.
quite often, and we're
That's
always
good,
so
yeah.
amazed.
Yeah, I think it's hopefully whenever like the judge or whoever sees that it's like, oh, they're really putting in the effort, and they really, I think that as humans, we see a lot more, like you can see whenever somebody's really putting in effort versus when they're just going with the flow. I think it's
Right.
kind of intuitive. I mean, that's why I always think a lot about whenever people like lie to each other or whatever. It's like we see through that. I think
Definitely.
it's kind of sometimes maybe there are definitely some liars better than others, but I don't know. It's something that I think a lot about just from being a human. All we do is watch other humans. I think that's
Exactly.
something I think about a lot, especially when it comes to art or music, of
Right.
course, or like we all watch celebrities and just obsess over famous people. So I don't know. It's just something that I've been thinking about
Definitely.
lately.
Yeah. Well, even like just going off of what you just said, like when we go off of what we see, we're just watching human interaction all of the time. Think about like when you were younger, and if you were maybe in a situation where you were watching bad things happen all the
Right,
time,
yeah.
right? So then your mind is altered to think that that's right, or not even that it's right, but that it's okay. And
Yeah.
a lot of people end up in circumstances of like incarceration just because of things that they witnessed as a child that we would have never even thought about
Right, like
experiencing.
people, depending on your upbringing, for sure. It's
Exactly.
definitely something to think about there. Just because, I mean, that is a part of the cycle too, right? It's like whenever bad people have children, and then they raise those children, they become, this just like their parents, because of course, why wouldn't they
Right.
be?
Yeah. There's a huge connection in those who are incarcerated and those who have incarcerated parents. And so that's like a big thing. And like those adverse childhood experiences those experiences that are just uncommon. So even having a father as an alcoholic growing up, that was just one of those different
Yeah.
experiences. And it can be abuse, it can just be trauma, anything can lead you to just have sort of a little bit of a brain shift than what the average human, what's average
Right.
nowadays, right? But
But yeah, I mean, just a more positive upbringing versus negative, for sure.
exactly, yeah.